I never looked at the bracelet, Your Honor.
It's on your wrist.
Yes, I did. He just clasped it on my wrist.
I mean, that's better than it being in a bag.
Yes.
Like, if you can see it at all, the only thing you can do is paste it to your
Welcome back
eyeball.
to the People's Court, Harvey Levin here. The question, she's got a letter from a manufacturer. Is that good enough proof?
I don't think so.
Why not? What does she need to do? She have to catch him red-handed?
Possibly.
It's a small claims case.
Yeah, I think it's good enough proof because if they don't make the bracelet, there's no way she'd be able to prove otherwise without that.
Final word.
Does she have a receipt or a serial number?
Oh, she's come on. I mean, be reasonable here.
But I mean, it's proof.
You must be impossible to deal with.
I am.
I bet you are. Going inside the courtroom. This shows how important it is to get expert testimony in cases like this. The letter literally won the case for her. She never would have won without it. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom. And welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiffs say their landlords are trying to blame their pets for the dilapidated conditions in their apartment. But the defendant says the dogs and cats pee like rain. It's the case of making it rain. Doggy style. So if the lease says the landlord, the tenant can have pets, does that mean if the pets pee, that the tenant isn't responsible?
The tenant's always responsible for their pet.
And the pee?
And the pee.
What do you think?
I agree with her.
Pet and pee.
Pet and pee.
What do you think?
The landlord has already agreed that they can have pets. The tenant is obviously responsible for the pet's pee.
Say that again.
The landlord is...
Just say pets pee.
Pets pee.
Say it again.
Pets pee.
Going inside the courtroom. Just FYI, the laws about security deposits vary from state to state. So to make sure you know what it is in your state, you can check online. It's usually pretty simple to research. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now. And welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant did an awful job installing the car radio. So bad the car is now totaled. But the defendant says his job was okay. It's the case of really so can a bad radio installation ruin a car? I'm going way back.
Well, it depends on what the damage is.
Can it ruin a car?
Yes.
Okay, that's my question. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it can.
Okay. Ruin a car?
Definitely.
How so?
Well, it makes it a lemon. It's wired wrong, so it's not working.
I mean, could the wiring of a radio ruin the wiring of the whole car?
It could probably short circuit something.
Fair enough. Okay, this is actually a really important point. If you make a contract with somebody and you screw the deal up and you don't perform it properly, the damages the other person suffers may far exceed the actual value of the contract. And the fact is, you are still going to be responsible. For example, if you make a contract for $100 and they have $1,000 in damage, you're going to be responsible for $1,000.